can wake up and haven't you heard of people that fabricate stories?
Yeah.
So he came here to indirectly claim this was on Sunday. By Monday, he had released an apology message to his Instagram, to his 600 over 500,000 Instagram fans. But he came here first to indirectly deny. Listen, as a man, or especially as a business, you allow PR to undo things like this. Okay? PR is a function of time. If there's a crisis that hit your name, right? Something like that, your brand, you need to always remember that heaven is not about to fall out of the skies. When a woman shit tests you, even within the romantic relationship, you need to remember that you're a king and you don't have to respond now. As a matter of fact, response may not be necessary ever. And if it's ever necessary, at least you're coming from a place where you've consolidated your thoughts and make sure that you can put proper statement together. Usually, the most appropriate statement does not even have to involve an apology. Okay? A lot of time, if you look at celebrities, depending on how smart, how good their PR is, they'll put out a statement, and it's just a statement that ends with, we need privacy at these times. Because honestly, they don't really owe the public any kind of apology. The same thing is applicable within romantic relationships. Unsolicited apologies are the worst. Apologies that does not involve change behavior are the worst. How can you have change behavior if you're very quick to rush to apology? How can you have authentic apology if you're very quick to rush to responding? Why do people respond so quick in the heat of crisis? Because they're overreacting. They lost their frame. And as a man, that's one thing you don't want to lose. That's something you don't want to lose. You got to stay in your frame as much as you can. I say that because precisely sometimes you will lose your frame. What it's about, is this a consistent behavior? Are you consistently losing your frame? You just always find yourself in toxic arguments with women? That tells me that you don't know anything about women. If I see you in consistent arguments about women, it's directly an indication, an equivalence of you don't know women. And then you deserve every masculine energy that comes from her. I use the word deserve. I'm not saying she's right. As a matter of fact, right and wrong is completely irrelevant to what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the results you're going to create. Okay? So he called into this show basically to say, have you not heard of stories being fabricated? Now, I would hope that after you say that, the next sentence should be like, this person is a liar. But even worse, he didn't really say anything. Let's keep it moving.
Yeah, of course.
I'm not here to victimize anybody.
Yeah.
So anybody that's to their opinion, I'm not against anybody speaking. Or you can speak, but whoever you are speaking against, whoever you are accusing, whoever you are saying.
Well, just in case you don't know, the platform is called Obodo Oyibo. Hopefully you can see it on the screen right there. She gets the credit right there, Obodo Oyibo.
Talk about also has a right to defend themselves.
Okay.
And you that you are the accuser, you need to be able to come forward with hard evidence to prove your case.
Okay, so yeah, you are right.
So this is the part where they call it word salad. Okay, it's just word salad. If you know you slept with the girl and she came out and said, hey, she's pregnant, right? The noble thing to do is to say, okay, you slept with her, you don't really know her. It was an escapade, right? Your moment of weakness, we've all had one. You're human like the rest of us, right? But again, it's about how you respond, it's how you react on a consistent basis that I'm looking at, that you should be looking at as well, right? If she comes on and says she's pregnant, I say, oh, wow, interesting. All right, so keep me posted. You know, we don't know each other. I really, we did what we did, but just keep me posted, and once the baby is here, I will absolutely take responsibility, starting with a proper DNA test, and then we'll make sure that all is well, right? And then you go towards actual authority in your life, especially in the gospel world, and you go have a conversation with a person that can probably help you, because again, it's easier said than done. The last thing you want is for some random escapade from 5,000 miles away to show up as a baby. Right? Yes, exactly, right? The last thing you want is to lose your frame and try to... So here's the thing. Thank you for that, Just Jay. What happened is that before he called in, the lady was the one who came out to this lady. She had already talked actually and spilled the beans. Right? And now he's saying he deserves his own side of the story. Okay, great. Here we go. Tell your story. You're rambling. Word salad. You're just rambling. Right? You're trying to defend when you know that you slept with her. But because you have the need to be right in the short term, as opposed to being patient for 9 months, right? You're trying to basically justify nothing. We don't even know if this lady is trying to slander your name. Absolutely posturing. That is going to be required of a man always. You may call it unfair all you want. That's the life we live in. It is what it is. Now, if you want to change women so they can stop holding you accountable for your posturing, you can call a community living once you become a king. But until then, you're going to have to learn how to navigate that as opposed to trying to be aggressive. So it's aggressively checking this lady, that's the host of the show, and checking her on, did you call me? Did you reach out to me? Actually, she reached out to him. But now a man would know that it's a possibility that I have 600,000 people following me on Instagram that I could have missed a DM. As a matter of fact, let me tell you something. This particular gentleman, because again, I play in church, I'm a music director in church. There was a time we had an event that he was around. I could tell on his Instagram page. I follow him. I'm a fan of his actually. And I tried to see if I could reach out to him on DM. Maybe we could put a show together here in the East Coast, because that's what they do. When they come around, they have promoters and they go around the nation. There was no reply from the DM, because probably it's overwhelming. If you have over 500,000 followers on Instagram, there's a good chance that you will miss DMs. But it wasn't that serious for me. I could have found this manager's information and still get it done. It wasn't that deep for me. But the point I'm making is that he should have assumed as a man that it's a possibility that